Hello everyone, we team number 15 have been working on a project based on lead-through programming. Our project works on the concept where a slave bot repeats the actions of a master bot. We use a custom-made application as our master and a robotic arm as the slave. So we can define our project as to design a semi-automated, user-friendly and portable prototype that is used to pick and place light-weighted objects. The prototype should be able to hold the object firmly. It should be able to sense the movement of the master bot and mimic the same and place the object as per the master bot. The prototype should indicate the process is completed. Coming to function clustering, our project has been divided into 3 segments. First, a conveyor belt carries objects until a given position and stops for the arm to pick up and then continue. Second, we give input to move various parts of the arm and the movements are recorded and the actions are performed repeatedly until it is told to stop. Third, an indicator which shows whether the arm is on or off and another to indicate the work being completed.
The subsystems identified in our project are robotic arm and conveyor belt. Moving on to our next subtopic, that is generated concepts. We have proposed 5 concepts among which we are going to select an efficient concept which outweighs pros over cons. The first concept is a robotic arm controlled by a potentiometer. There are 2 servo motors which are controlled by these potentiometers. The second one is an application-based model. The movements are recorded on the app and they are sent to the bot through a Bluetooth module. The third one is a bot which is controlled by a joystick, while the fourth one is a plotter. And the last one is a model that works on gesture-controlled mechanism. Selected concept. PugChart helped us select our efficient concept, which is the application-based model.
I will be explaining about the virtual implementation of our prototype. Robotic arm is consisting of parts are base, upper arm, forearm, holder part. Base is very important for our prototype. It should be hard to balance the whole body of the arm. Totally, it will be working by using 5 servo motors. Servo motors are distributed like this. 1 servo motor at base part, 2 are at upper part, 1 at forearm and last one at holder part, which can hold the object tightly. Whole robotic arm is controlled by the app using a HC05 Bluetooth model, which will be able to pick the object and place it from one place to another place. For conveyor belt, it carries the object which placed by robotic arm and move the object from one place to another place. It accelerates by the help of DC motor whose capacity is 60 rpm. Conveyor belt is made by acrylic sheet, rubber belt, which helps to move the objects. Let us look at circuit diagram. For robotic arm, it will be working by connecting 5 servo motors, Arduino Mega 2560, HC05 Bluetooth model, connection made with breadboard and wires. For conveyor belt, it will be working by connecting DC motor, relay model, breadboard, adapter and connecting wires. Let us look at bill of the material of this prototype. We are going to use acrylic sheet for base, shoulder, upper arm, lower arm, and rubber sheet is used for conveyor belts, and we are also using nuts, bolts, wires, servo motors and DC motor.
Flow chart of entire system is given by when we give power supply to our system it will start, then we give input from app to move a particular part of the arm, then servo motor turns on. Again we give input from app to move a particular part of the arm, again servo motor turns on. This process will be repeated and recorded. The movement after the entire process completed, system will turn off. Flow chart of conveyor belt is given by when we supply power and gave input as true, then DC motor turns on. Conveyor belt start rotate until we will give input as false, then conveyor belt stop rotating. Motor sizing for our project is given by in our project robotic arm we are using 5 MG90S servo motors. From calculation we found that torque is given by 2 kgcm. So we required servo motor runs at speed of 60 revolutions per minute. Battery sizing for our project is each servo motor draws 1 ampere current at 12 volts. Since we are using 5 servo motors so that to runs entire system for 3 hours we will need a battery of 12 volts and 15,000 mAh. Functional specifications on the system. For our robotic arm project we have encountered the 6 functions. First, sense the object. The object should be sensed from IR sensor within its range. And second is sense the movement of master controller. The movement should be sensed through Bluetooth module within its range. Third is the perform the actions which have been stored. The arm should perform same action which have been stored in the app. And fourth is the pick up the object. The arm should capable of picking the object through gripper. And last is indicate the completion of all the process by beeping twice.
At last, modeling and simulation. The 3D model of our project robotic arm is done in Autodesk Inventor software. Here we can see the 5 servo motors for successfully working of our robotic arm for 5 degree of freedom. The working is represented in the TinkCAD online platform. As in virtual implementation we found the mean of controlling robotic arm by the Android app through Bluetooth module. Since Bluetooth module is not present in the Tinkercad, hence we had done it with potentiometer and buttons for controlling arm. When we start simulation the arm automatically undergo recording mode. By changing potentiometer value I am storing the movements. When I press play button as indicated, the motor will automatically sets to 0 position and execute all movements which have been stored earlier. And it will perform same action until we press reset button. We have also pause button to pause whole movement. And to resume press again play button. To reset values again press reset button. Thank you.